Okay, I'm just gonna say hi, how are you? And then can you say hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, our levels look actually pretty equal.
Okay.
So,
Let me just try with my larynx a little higher. Let me try with my soft palate a little lower. Let me try.
I would like to be able to speak the way they speak in Italy because I think they use their faces to make sounds instead of their chests.
Yay.
Whereas I feel like I talk
Yeah.
like an American with my chest. I'm like my dad. I'm very loud. But I really love like when you go to Europe and you hear I've only been to Italy.
Interesting.
And when they talk, they're like Italian speaking, and then they talk louder, but they're still here. Whereas I just feel like I always bellow.
Okay.
Have we started?
Let's start.
Right now?
Yeah.
Now.
Let's do it. Now.
Hello and welcome to the podcast. This is How Do You Do Love with Mag and Ange. I am Mag, also known as Margaret Dahlberg, and this is
Angela C. Because that is how we put our names on our work sheets when we were in elementary school. And I love it when I see Angela C.
Angela C.
Yeah.
Were there more Angelas in your class?
I don't know. It's also my rap name. Yo, 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 Angela C here.
That was so dope.
Thanks. I'm running out of name jokes.
But. Yeah, I don't know what I would be, but I don't think I put my initial on because there was only one Maggie or Margaret. I was Maggie in elementary school.
Yeah.
Maggie D. That's actually a pretty good rap
Maggie
name. Yo, yo, what was it? Yo, 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 I'm Maggie D.
Yo, 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 I'm Angie C. No, Angela's
Angie C and Maggie D.
Here we are. Oh, damn it. Tell your little podcast. No, fuck.
We're sitting here talking, getting down today. I don't know what we're gonna say. Oh God,
that's horrible.
I don't know. I feel like it's funny how our energy changes. Like the very first podcast of season 2, where you just come off of a performance, and it was the end of June, and we were both like exhausted and kind of like,
yeah.
It was a different energy. And then the next one was you considering online dating, and now the next one was you in online dating and having fun, and there was, to me, a levity we had for those two. And then tonight I feel like we're a little more like...
a little heavy. I got a sugar hangover and...
Yeah, it's the sugar.
It is the sugar. It's because I didn't...
Angela's worn out because she's dating so much these days. Actually, it's not true. You are dating one person.
One person over and over and over and over.
Would you like to share the update, or shall I introduce it?
Oh, I'd love to hear what you have to say about it.
Okay, folks. So if you tuned into episode 3, Angela was...
season 2.
Of season 2, episode 3. Angela was going on her third date with a guy. And Angela, what's happened since? Tell us about that third date, and now where are you at?
Third date was really fun. He brought me some flowers, some walking flowers.
Wow.
So, I mean, what are walking flowers? I might have called them that, but he brought me some flowers, and we were like going places. So I said, should I put these in my car? But it was really hot. And he said, no, you just walk around with them. And I was like, walking flowers. I love it.
These are walking flowers. It's like carrying a parasol.
Yes.
You can carry flowers.
I know. And
actually, I kind of like that.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
If you know Ange and her style and like wearing, I saw her in the dress she was wearing on her third. Was that your third date?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she would have looked just gorgeous with a bouquet.
It made me feel very special. It really did. And that was super fun. And then the date 4, we were like, or maybe it was date 3, we were like, should we just like cancel our Hinge accounts? Sure, let's do it.
Nice. Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, that obviously it's not canceled. It's just you're done. It's deleted or whatever.
What do you mean it's not canceled?
I mean, it's like if you went back in and it's deactivated, right?
Oh, okay.
So
Like
you could
at any
reactivate
moment I could
your
reactivate
account
it.
and,
Okay.
and be back on. I'm just saying, like, but that's to me,
that's funny.
I downplayed it because it's just a really nice step of acknowledging that we're no longer looking for other people.
Yes.
You're not getting married.
No, I wasn't like,
you're not-
let's deactivate these and then let's start planning the next 40 years. No, we were just like, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it was your way of saying we're going to just explore each other now.
Yes.
That could go in. We're just going to explore each other now. And so,
starting now. And
so you have continued. I mean, we don't want to get into too much detail because now we've got this other human being that's a part of it. But the point is, you were successful. You did so far.
Yes.
You did. I mean, it could end tomorrow. I mean, you did pretty darn well, I would say.
No,
that you are a month
sure.
later.
You know what can I say something?
No, sorry. There's other people here that have their hands up.
Because I just had an epiphany.
Literally just now?
Like just now.
Okay. Go.
I'm very excited.
Epiphany away.
Okay. Here's why I think there was success. Because date 4 guy was known as the long shot by some of my friends because we didn't chat much. I based my...
Is this guy is date 4 guy?
Yeah, this guy's
Okay.
date 4 guy.
Can we give him a name?
Yeah. His real name or...
Can we call? Let's quick text him. No, we're not going to give his real name unless
I don't think he cares.
that
No,
would
he
be a
doesn't
good
care.
idea.
No, I think he's into it. I think he thinks that nobody listens to this. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, nobody does really. Very few
No, that's
people
not true.
listen
He
to this.
listens
We
to
do
it.
have listeners in Michigan.
I know he didn't say that. I mean, no, he listens to it, and I think he would be amused by it. And we're not going to say his last name or his address or anything.
Okay. Why don't we just say the first 2 letters of his name?
R-O.
Well, I was thinking Raw.
Ra. Or he could be, that could be like Raj. Roger. It could be
Rothschild.
or it could be some like
Robert?
really Robert. It could be. Wait, let me come up with one. I was thinking like
Mine are so much better.
Rajda or like
Raja.
Raja, like your
It
cat.
could be. There's got to be humans named Raja.
It could be.
Are there real humans named Raja?
Ron.
Ronald.
Ronald. Oh boy, I don't think I could date a Ronald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it could be any of those names, but it's not.
It's not. We don't know.
We don't know his name.
But here's my epiphany. My epiphany was that I just went with my gut on that particular Hinge date. I was like, we hardly talked at all. I liked what he said. He said this thing about, he had this David Bowie quote. I was like, I love that. And I liked the way he looked. And based on that, I was like, let's meet. Let's just do it. Even though I did not, I did get his last name. That's true. I did that thing where I got his last name.
You did a little research just to make sure he's a real person.
Yeah. Just to
and
make
you sent me his picture.
That's right.
And I knew him as well. No, I'm just
No.
kidding. I did not know him. Thank the fucking Lord.
Yeah. And I think that's why, because I just was like, I'm pulled towards this person, whereas the other 3 dates were a lot more like, we'll have this conversation, we'll ask a thing, which was fine.
Yes.
I think those dates were fine dates too.
Yeah.
But this was more of an intuitive.
Right.
This was an intuitive thing.
Your gut.
Yes. And I felt very much like, let's meet here. And then I was like, let's have a second date. I felt very much like I was...
you were not deliberating or ruminating.
Yeah.
It was just, you were just clear.
I was like, let's do it. Let's do it. Not that I was bossy or anything, but I just felt like I knew that.
No, and it sounds like a lot of what people say. They just...
Sorry, I
Do you want to sip that a little louder and swallow?
I'm gonna try.
You're like...
Just a second here. Hold on.
We're drinking tea.
I have a really loud swallow sound.
You do.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to work on it.
But it's okay. What were you saying? Okay, so...
Intuition.
Yeah, you followed your gut.
Yeah.
And so you did the work. You took the time.
Yes.
Since your last relationship. You did a lot of personal work.
Oh my God, yeah.
You were conscientious about creating your profile and what you were looking for and what you were going to do differently. And then, but after that, so you had all that intellectual and fact gathering in there. but then you allowed your gut to lead. And so far, it's working out.
So far.
Yeah.
I mean, early days, but you got to enjoy the times as they...
Well, the great thing about our age is that you just, it's a nice stage where you can just keep saying yes. And then if it's a no, it's a no.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess at any stage. But the great thing about being a little older is you're both established and you're not like going to start meeting each other's friends and finding social lives together. I mean, you will over time if you stay together, but it's just different.
He did meet a couple of my friends on the weekend.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, and how was that?
It was fine.
And was that intentional for you to kind of see how he was with people?
No, absolutely not. I just thought it might be fun. I hadn't seen these people for a while, and I thought, let's just combine a little visit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's all.
I haven't met him.
I know.
What the fuck?
I know.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
This is very exciting. And I just want to commend how you've managed it. I can't believe how relatively calm you stayed through the online dating process. And I'm so excited. I can't believe how quickly you met someone. And I'm so excited about it. And I mean how effectively you seem to meet someone and how well it's going. I'm just thrilled because it's got to work.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it was luck or it was written in the stars. No, I don't know. But
maybe
you say calm, although I was pretty activated, one might say, during chatting with all those different people. All of those different people. I didn't like that lifestyle of it wasn't something that worked for me.
Well, it's like going to a party.
Mm-hmm.
You can only keep up that energy for so long, and so again, this is all super exciting.
But I was willing to do that for 1 month. And then I knew that after 1 month that I was going to go off or whatever, put it on snooze. And then if I hadn't met somebody, then I would unsnooze it when I felt back to I could deal with the talking, chatting and trying to be funny and whatever.
I'm curious because you talked about you've learned a lot about yourself in this process, because that is the cool thing about when we try something new and when we try something different, especially when we get out there and we start meeting people. What were some of the things that have felt new?
Ooh.
Or that you've learned?
What I have learned is that I need to mostly just have fun sitting beside a person chatting. And also feel good sitting beside a person saying nothing. And also I learned, but there to be a sense of safety, because I think there have been lots of relationships that have had the chemistry that this one does have, but also this feeling of some sort of doom. I have no idea where this person is coming from, and there's no way they could possibly know where I'm coming from. That kind of a feeling. There's oh my God, I wish my vocabulary was larger right now.
I have a thought, if I can.
Yeah,
interject.
please.
You were recreating what you learned when you were born. You know how they say we only know love how we know it. So if you were in a situation where part of the feeling of love came with a sense of whatever it is you're describing.
Yeah, how is it going to be there? Is it going to be there?
I wonder if because you've done all this work on yourself, that you no longer recognize that as love. And so now, as you are meeting this person and potentially falling in love with somebody new, that is not the familiar feeling you're looking for or seeking out.
Yeah. Now I'm seeking out
feeling safe and at ease and consistency.
Yes, consistency. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm with. I wouldn't be able to put my finger on it. Maybe that was when I said you seem calm. There's just something different about you than when you were in your early 20s and I watched you date.
Yeah, well, I hope so. God.
I know I'm joking about that because I know I'm just thinking about how different it was back then.
Yeah.
But this is exciting.
Yeah. So that's what I've learned. And I've learned that I value thoughtfulness. True thoughtfulness, Not just somebody being thoughtful.
Not just bells and whistle thought.
Yeah.
Like, not just like the fancy.
Yeah. Not fancy.
Stuff.
Like, let me show you how I'm going to pay
Yeah.
for
Like people
whatever.
that are, yeah. I think you're sort of a level of authenticity.
Yeah.
Be someone who's considerate and thoughtful.
Considerate.
Yeah.
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 You'd think these things would just be like basic. Yeah, that's like a.
I know. For some people, I think it is, but I don't know. Like, again, it goes back to how we learned love.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if love was not a stable, if we had a, like, again, our families are amazing. Like, I love your family. I love my parents. I love our families. That we're all great people.
Yeah.
But if you're in a scenario where there's strife or stress or struggle. Mm-hmm. As part of the love, then that's just kind of what we know. And that's what's different. Like, you're not doing the, but I'm kind of wondering, like, it sort of seems like.
Yeah. What do you think of this text? Yeah. What do you think he meant by that? Do you think he's,
maybe confidence. You're just confident.
Yeah. Well.
Oh my God. I think you might be like that tall friend of ours who doesn't put up with anything that she's not interested in, because it seems like you're you have a confidence.
Yeah, but I feel like I've also attracted a person who has that confidence and steadfastness.
Well, yeah, because
so far from what I know,
I think like tends to attract like in life. Yeah, it's hard to say what stage
level of
but well, this is fantastic.
Yeah. Anyway, early days, but still
to be continued.
Yeah.
So I have a few things. We have a few things to cover. So. The first thing is, I think what I wanted to do, so I've brought up a few times that I'm no longer in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And I've sort of I talked in past episodes, I've talked about Jim as the guy, and we were very, very solid. And we are not together anymore. But I guess I kind of wanted to unpack it a bit, because I feel like it just sort of, I was suddenly like, and now I'm not in my relationship anymore.
Right.
When I will still talk about it. Like, I think it was a healthy relationship with great communication. Neither of us are trained in communicate. You know what I mean? Like, we just figured out how to make communicating work for who we were. And, I guess the question then remains, so why aren't you together anymore? And I think this is what I came up with. And maybe I already said it, so if I did, we don't have to bring it in. But so when I met Jim 7 years ago, there was a circumstance that was a great challenge to our relationship that we both assumed was going to be changing over time. Mm-hmm. And we both hoped would be changing over time. And we probably both had our own visions of how it might change over time. And, eventually, we got to the point where the circumstance would continue to get in our way, and we'd work through it, and we'd keep working on it. And we tried so many different things. And then I think what happened was we realized that all hopes aside, this circumstance was not going to go away. It wasn't going to, like, we could try everything, but it was, very, very complicated situation. And it was almost like a further evolution of how much we cared about each other to be able to say that I love you enough to see that this can't change. Mm-hmm. And I love myself enough to know that I can't live with it. Mm-hmm. And so we're kind of setting each other free, even though it's hard and sad. And and so we have had like visits, and we have maintained a friendship. And like, it kind of blows, I don't mean blows people's minds in a good way, but many people I talk to about this, they can't relate, because our breakup wasn't like most breakups. It was just like, we kind of were throwing our hands up in the air and saying, like, there's things we can't control, both about ourselves, but also about the situation. Yeah. And instead of getting mad and hating each other for it, we are going to love each other for it, which means it's just not going to work. Yeah. And so we continue to work on being friends, and it's actually been pretty nice. I think if we'd lived in the same city and we'd had a really strong foundational life, we probably could have managed with the circumstance.
Yeah.
But because we didn't have a foundation, and it just, there was nothing to save and nothing to rescue every time we struggled. So do you think that was
well, I mean, me knowing the whole story, that's I feel completely that's completely clear and very beautiful. And, that's the way it is. And that's the way it can be sometimes. And it's certainly better to get to this place than to blame.
Yeah. I've never I've never broken up with someone and not been angry and resentful. And don't have those feelings towards them. I just feel like, again, we just spent the weekend together. It was great. And I mean, we are just friends. We have, we sleep in separate beds. There's no physical, no sexual.
Well, there's more to, just because you don't, I'm just throwing this out there, aren't having, physical, that doesn't just mean that you're just friends also.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted to talk about a couple of things from our last episode. First of all, I wanted to follow up. Remember how I just sort of interjected, like telling someone that they need to brush their teeth?
Yes.
So the reason I used that example, it made it sound like I was such a tough broad being able to tell my boyfriend to go brush his teeth. But I actually had someone say that to me a few years ago. And it was actually the guy I was dating that inspired the podcast, the guy that I was dating that was so good at setting boundaries in such a direct way that I would get super triggered.
Yeah.
And I remember when he told me I needed to brush my teeth, and it triggered me because, of course, I wasn't pleasing him, and I wasn't, and I remembered him just saying, it's not a big deal. Like, I would hope you would say the same thing to me. If my teeth, it's not you, it's just your breath is strong. Can you do something about it? And I just remembered holding that with me. And it actually took me a long time. Like, I mean, I've had many mornings and moments, I'm sure we all do with our partners, where you're kind of like trying to find a place to put your nose so you're not in direct line.
Yeah.
So it was actually a really long time before I finally was like, just say it. Just experiment with it and say it. So it wasn't something I took lightly, I should say. And I'm so glad I did.
That brought me back to a memory of being when I lived with this guy, and he and his friend came back to our apartment early, and I was just getting up, and I was chatting with them in the hallway, and they were making fun of my breath. And from then on, I was like, oh my God, I have to brush my teeth as soon as I get, like, it stuck with me
for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Like, I was like, I will never, ever be caught with bad breath.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? And they were just probably having fun.
They were having fun. They were like, whoa, morning breath.
But you were like, oh, I must be desirable. I cannot be flawed. I must be beautiful and attractive and have perfect breath. Yes.
Yes.
And they had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're one of our listener.
That's funny.
Okay, so I have another thing I wanted to chat about. So this check-in thing you talked about, like, so last time I think it was last episode, you said I want to do check-ins and most guys don't want to do them, and I want to have this as a regular thing.
Yeah.
And this is what I was thinking. I find that at the end of a day, I do so much socializing as a teacher. And I once dated a guy that just talked so much. And I was thinking, I could feel this feeling of like doing a check-in and the partner being like, oh yeah, well, where do I start? Well, I got up this morning and I went and swept up, but it was, and like feeling held prisoner.
Yes.
Because it's a check-in.
Yes.
So I don't know, like, I don't even know where I want to go with this, but I just remembered thinking, oh my God, I couldn't do it if I was dating someone. Because I also think there are people with certain brains, they can't cut things.
Yes.
They have to tell you everything.
Yes.
And then there are the people that are, or those people will just say it was good because they're like, I can't go into the detail of my day. So I'm just curious I'll be curious as you build your relationships and you experiment with it. Like, how do you set rules and boundaries for check-ins so one person isn't feeling assaulted by information or the other person isn't feeling like pressure to share more than they have,
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Okay, I do have some thoughts. Well, first of all, my first thought is when will I start these check-ins? Because it doesn't seem appropriate right now to be
Because
like,
you're checking in you're probably you're constantly at that stage.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe when you're, when your schedule changes and you don't
Yes.
see each other as much, or you're busier, like, because things.
Yeah, like
or maybe you'll just keep doing
Actually,
it.
that makes sense because I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, here's my concern is that when I do start to teach Monday to Monday, is that how you say that? Monday to
Monday to Sunday,
all the days.
24/7.
I'm going to be unavailable.
You're going to be less available.
I'm not going to be unavailable. Oh my God. I'm going to be less available. And will I be able to give this person who is not named Raja or Rob, is a very busy person and has many things in his life, including children. So I'm not saying this person is waiting on all of my texts. But because I work at night, when people finish working and then they're just relaxing and then they're thinking about and then I'm working.
Yeah.
Will I be able to?
That could be a really good time. Like, knowing you, I would just imagine you getting into your car.
Yeah.
And doing a check-in. Like, because that's like, you love chatting with people when you're driving.
Yes.
And like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you'll know when it's time.
Yeah. I've just been told by former boyfriends that you're just so busy. And I don't think I am the most busy person and by any stretch of the imagination. But
maybe you just wear the word busy to keep,
I don't say that I'm busy.
Control
it's just
of your schedule.
I've booked my schedule pre-meeting a person.
You booked your schedule pre-meeting Ra.
Can you look up our names?
Just a second. You want me to look up our names?
Yeah. So we can.
Ronaldo,
whose name is
Rolf. Rolfeggio. I feel like there's all these Italian Rinaldi. I keep saying RIs. RAO. I mean ROA. Rolled
as in rolled doll.
No, RO. Unless you have something more interesting to say, Angela. Okay, go.
What I have to say is that I hope that my change of schedule, this person is still able to feel my commitment and connection to
that the momentum continues. Yeah. Well,
but anyway,
okay, I'm going to move forward. All right. So, I guess we didn't really anyway. So that was just my comment on the check-ins. I'd be curious to hear, cuz we haven't figured out check-ins. Neither you nor I have done them.
Yeah.
But I would be curious to know about that. And then now I wanted to follow up on this too. So do you remember I was like griping about guys' pictures with their dogs?
Yes.
Oh my God. So I did a search on it and I discovered that it's actually something that is recommended because it creates more of a sense of trustworthiness. Like there's some kind of statistics about when a man puts a picture with his dog, or probably a person, but I was specifically talking about men and dogs. But there is something called dog fishing. Did you read about that? I can't remember what it was. Pause. Let me just look this up. Okay. In online dating, dog fishing is a trend where people use photos of cute dogs, sometimes not even their own, in their profiles as bait to get more matches and attention.
Well, okay. Now, we use bait. You could say that anything is bait. Yeah. I used my smile as bait, or this person used their boobs as bait.
Yeah, but you didn't take like a fake dog, like an animal that wasn't yours. Because you're right. And we know, in case you met someone who happens to have a dog and had a picture of themselves with their dog, you know that it's truly their dog.
I know that it's truly their dog.
That he has a good heart and he wanted to show his dog for that reason. But the question remains, why did you not have a picture of yourself with your cat, Angela?
Well,
because he's an asshole and he would have turned people away.
No, because I felt like my saying, I don't know, I didn't even consider it.
I know, I'm joking. That's because women don't put pictures of, like, I don't think women put pictures.
I don't think I have a picture of me with my cat.
Like, I would love to hear. I should, maybe before our next podcast, I will actually do a search about, do people recommend that women put pictures of themselves with pets? Like, do men even care about that stuff? Or is it more that because women are more looking for that trustworthiness? So I'd be curious about that.
I think that Ronaldo told me that he saw
Raul.
Raul. Oh, Raul.
That's a good one.
And unfortunately, he's not Latino. Fortunately.
What? Canceled. We're canceled. Oh my God. Let's just say neutrally, he is not Latino, which would be fortunate. It would be just fine if he was.
Not because. Oh my God.
We're keeping it in.
Our neighbors are going to cancel us, but they know what I mean. So it'll be fine.
They're not listening.
Yeah. They're not listening. The point was, what was the point about Raul?
I don't know. I've totally lost something about Raul.
Raul's dog?
Trustworthy. Oh, picture of Sal. Why didn't you have a picture of Sal?
I don't know if that's where we were, but
No, that's where we were going.
Okay. I think because I put I love cats, I love cats, I love cats. Oh, no, sorry. Raul told me that he saw a lot of women online doing some sort of golf thing. I can't remember what it was now, but some sort of like physical activity. Like, here I am in my golf shorts or my golf gear. Yeah. And there were a lot of women's profiles with that. So I wonder if women want to show I'm outdoorsy or I can play with the boys. Yeah, I can be what do you call this? When you're one of the guys. I can be one of the guys. I can be one of the guys.
Oh, interesting.
I think maybe that's.
Whereas the men are like, I can be kind to an animal.
Yeah.
So
I can be one of the guys.
You'll be like, I'll treat you well, just like I treat my pet well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on because we have a date.
Okay.
You and I, with not a romantic date.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is we do have a comment. Okay, so this is Maddie from Calgary, and she says, "Hey, Mag and Ange, I really appreciated your conversation about gaslighting, as my understanding of it wasn't quite correct. It is definitely a devious psychological tactic that controlling people use to erode confidence and raises self-doubts about everything we think, feel, and experience. My question to you two is..."
Try it again.
Why is it so hard to say? My question to you two is, when it's happening in a relationship, do you have advice on, first, how to recognize that it's going on, and second, how to call it out?
I want to say something. You can fucking feel it.
Well, that's what
and it feels like shit.
Yes. And that was my experience. I just remember feeling it because I was so insecure about myself. I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah.
Probably till 15, 20, 30 minutes later. And then of course, the conversation was over.
I tried to call it out the first time it happened, and it was just denied. And I think the person was very surprised that I noticed it. But you can't, it's like the people who do that in general aren't going to admit it, and calling it out isn't going to do any good.
Yeah.
You have to take note of that. And if it happens again, you have to back away from that relationship, I think.
Well, I know, it's funny. What can you do about it? My first thought is your own therapy, to have strength and conviction and presence to know that when someone is telling you something that's not true, that you can know and say and not be sort of manipulatable in that way. So I don't know, like, that's a toughie. And then, I mean, I suppose, like, anything, it comes down to talking about it, because I do want to go back, like this Maddie's really talking about like someone who's intentionally doing it. I think a lot of us don't intentionally do it. And so to me, again, it's like that, hey, can we talk about this? Like, I think something that's really important in relationships of any sort is that you shouldn't not bring something up just because it's been a while. Like, you should be able to say, and in a safe way, not like, but like last time you blah, blah, blah. But, because that's not good. Or you never, you always. But to be able to say, hey, remember, like, we had this thing. a couple weeks ago and it hasn't sat well with me and I just want to talk it through. And can we talk about it? Because I don't know if you intended it, but you seemed certain that things were this way, but they really aren't this way for me. I've thought about it a long time.
Yeah, I love the way you say that. I don't think I've ever had the balls to bring something up and say, I've been thinking about this and I need to talk about it now. Wow. Like, I don't think I have.
I don't know if those would be balls because like the reason I have had to learn to do it is because I freeze. I'm incapable in conflict to speak up for myself.
Yeah.
So I've basically had to learn like, look, you just bring it up when you can.
Yeah.
And you hope like, and again, the great thing about bringing things up after the fact is you can find common ground and be calm about it and like say, look, I need to talk this through. Is this a good time?
Mm-hmm.
Can we give this some thought? Like,
I mean, honestly, with the gaslighting, in my experience, if you're with a person who does that, I'm thinking to the effect that it happened to me, you're not going to get anywhere.
Well, again, hopefully doing the personal work we do, we're not going to attract those people again. Yeah. And if we do see it happening, it won't get to that level. Like they won't stay in our lives long, or they will be open to learning and growing. And why? Like, because why are people doing that? It's because they're not possessing certain tools. It's because of their trauma. It's because of their whatever issues you want to call it. I'm not saying we should have to hold their hand through it, you know, but if it just depends, like that's the thing, like everything is a co-creation.
It is. And, sometimes I forget like the kind of behaviors that like during this podcast, when we're talking, sometimes I forget where I came from, like how much growth I've had in the past 10 years. And I didn't behave in perfect ways a lot of my life, and how easily we forget,
Yeah, well, and I think you and I both tend, for the most part, to surround ourselves, particularly with the women in our lives, with people that are able to have mature, learned conversations. We don't have a lot of conflict, but we also, if we do, we're like following the rules of how to talk respectfully to people. And the thing is, I just think that I don't know how realistic that is, and especially when we're young, like we do outgrow it.
Mm-hmm.
Not outgrow it. We do grow past it.
Yeah. If we're open to growing past it.
Yeah. I think that's all the things I had. Do you have? Is there anything?
I'm just enjoying this. I'm aware that this is a good time of life right now, rather than trying to look ahead or be like, well, it's nice now, but I'm just because with friends, I'll talk about this with friends, and I want them to know, look, I'm just enjoying it as it comes.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm trying to do.
Exactly. And it's not about what's going to happen this time, or is it going to, like, it's just about it works. Like, and that's the great thing about all the sort of structure you put in there. Like, it works until it doesn't. Right. Yeah. And that could be 30 years from now, or it could be 3 months from now. Like, it's whatever. Right. Yeah. And I think that is why it goes back to what we talked about from the molecule of more. Yeah. Don't make any big plans for 12 to 18 months.
By the way, in 30 years, I'll be 85. So just FYI.
Well, wouldn't that be a good?
Yeah, I mean, I think if
you want to still be together,
I do. What I'm saying is,
if
it lasts 30 years, I would say that it's probably because I think you said, or if I don't know.
I know. I did that. That's so funny. I was like, could last 30 years, which what was I really saying? Could last. You could be together for the rest of your lives.
The rest of our lives,
and then you'll get divorced at 85. You'll be like, it's not working anymore.
That was my voice.
Working anymore. I want out of here.
Oh my God, the vocal fry.
Oh, I love it. Well, thanks, Ange. That was fun.
Thanks, Margaret.
Have a great night hanging out with me and going for a walk with our friends.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us today I'm just signing off and saying I did do a little research, and where it suggests men put dog pictures up specifically to gain trustworthiness, women, they suggest put dog pictures up, and this is specifically heterosexual relationships, because it's a great conversation starter. So definitely two different perspectives online about that. Thanks again, Stephen Morton, for your beautiful artwork. Goodbye.